The market right now is pretty boring, and whenever nothing happens, you still want to be active in crypto, while at the same time not spending money on things. And that's why I wanted to show you a couple different games today that, as far as I know, are all free to play, so there's something to do in the meantime. As always, links to everything down below, you know it's not financial advice. And we are going to talk about Brilliant, BlockLords, Pirate Nation, which as far as I know, you have to apply for a whitelist spot right now. There's Lumiterra and there's Pixels that you probably heard about before. And then also Soulbound as an honorable mention. Now overall, when it comes to gaming, the prediction over the next few years is going to be that this goes similar to the Web 2 market, which is worth about $1 trillion if not more, while Web 3 gaming is at about 15 billion right now. So this number goes up and then we all make money with anything that we can potentially buy. Well, I talked about before that I mostly look into the underlying infrastructure, so we have things like Immutable X for marketplace that doesn't have any gas fees. We have Gala Games and Beam and Myria and Ronin that lay the foundation on which these games are built on. But today the focus is mostly on actually playing things in this whole ecosystem without spending money. We're going to start with BlockLords. The gameplay is running in the background, which they say is the most ambitious strategy game of our age. If you ever played similar strategy games like, I would say like Civilizations for example, maybe you played Anno, or you played similar things on Steam before, then you will like this one for sure. There are like 60 different lords/ladies, which is like the main character that you play, which then controls kind of like your gameplay, or at least changes it a little. Now at the top you got various different resources, on the left hand side you got your squad and things that are being built right now. There's the day and night cycle, there's this whole city builder part, as well as different aspects like building your own army, attacking enemy players, and then all the different game aspects like an inventory, even an ancestry tree, so you can see like the progression of different heroes, lots of different things. From the studio behind it, it is made by gamers for gamers, which means that they built something that they want to play themselves, which is usually a good indicator that they don't mess it up. When it comes to partners, they have like 50 or so mentioned in here already. They are partnered with like Polygon, for example, Animoca Brands, Infinity Ventures, and a whole lot more, while also having a token behind it that is at a market cap of like 6.4 million right now, which, like most things in crypto right now, are down by like 60-70% since launch, but is still going quite well. But now let's talk about BrilliantCrypto, something that I'm pretty sure most of you guys will like, especially when it comes to games. They are a blockchain game, of course, and they introduced something called proof of gaming. Normally we have proof of stake, proof of view in a couple different video-based things, and here we have proof of gaming, which aims for a more sustainable approach when it comes to play to earn. Most of the time they kind of destroy the whole economy for other games, so they have a different approach here. Their mobile version is now available for download, which is on Android, which can be downloaded through their website as well as the App Store. But there's also the full version for PC available on Windows and Mac. It's a mining game in which you can acquire, similar as it looks like here, different stones, different gemstones, which can then be minted into an NFT. And once you get one of those stones, you mint that into an NFT. They can be brought into different metaverses in other games, which means even though this is just one game and one ecosystem, you can take the assets out of that and bring it into other games. They were founded in 2022 in Tokyo. The game got released like 3 months ago, back in June, and they already announced a lot of different partnerships, including the Paris Saint-Germain football team, Polygon, Galaxy, and more over time. And the gameplay mostly revolves around the digital gemstones. So in here, with the help of NFTs, you purchase a pickaxe over here, a pickaxe NFT, which are being used for mining gemstones as well as brilliant stones. They also have a scholar system behind it, so you can borrow one for free. And while mining and exploring, you eventually end up with different types of gemstones. There are rough gemstones, there are brilliant stones, which can then be bought and sold on the market. You can trade them for the Brill token or for Matic on the Polygon chain. And because it's like in the real world where you don't know what you get at what point, the developer has no control over it. It is impossible to predict what you get, and the game itself is run and predicted by AI. Now on September 10th, so around the time of this video when it goes live, the Brill token, BRIL, gets listed on Bit2Me, mentioned over here for the Q3 part of their roadmap. Additional exchange listings are going to come to Latin America, Southeast Asia, as well as Europe. And then in phase 2 and phase 3, we get a lot more. The option to refine gemstones into NFT jewelry, bringing them into different metaverses. And right now, with over 10,000 daily active users in less than 2 months, they're working on this every single day to move forward quickly. You can also check out their socials when it comes to the different things they uploaded on YouTube so far, so you get a better understanding of what they're doing, or follow them over here on Instagram to get updated with their posts and see what else they offer, and get a better understanding and more in-depth explanation of the different game aspects. And I will have the links down below so you can check out everything when it comes to the white paper, the different stages in here, the challenges, the scholarship system, and more. If you would like to get the game, link is down below so you can download that, as well as the instructions on how to install it, or you simply get it on your PC. For that, select download for Windows or Mac on the site. And with the system requirements, you need to have bought a computer in the last like 10 years or so. And now let's get back to the video. Next up we got Pirate Nation, an on-chain RPG filled with high seas adventure, treasury and unexpected surprises. That right now, as far as I know, you have to sign up to their whitelist with a wallet address that has at least 0.05 ETH in the wallet, so about like $100 give or take, after signing up and verifying your email. They have different NFTs available for the ship that you use, for different items in here as well. And the way it's built in this like voxel/pixel art style makes it pretty easy to get into. When it comes to the battling and the fighting between different ships, to me it looks similar to Slay the Spire, in which you have all your different cards and abilities at the bottom, and then select them in order to attack. You have your little island with a city builder to it as well. There is different types of energy at the top, you got different tokens. I mean, I can describe you what you see on screen, but you know it's a game in which you mostly move around, finish a couple different tasks, hope to not run out of energy, build your deck with different resources, attack, battle, gain points, hopefully make money once they have a token, and slay the different beasts of the sea. The team is experienced from game studios like Riot Games, EA, Activision, and Zynga, so they pretty much bring the game aspect of a good game in Web 2 and make it Web 3 focused, so you can then also, in the future, when they have tokens, are fully live, out of beta, earn some points, make some money, and then be happy. Overall, I think it looks pretty cool, and if you get into playing it, you might actually enjoy it, even just for the gameplay part. And then let's talk about Aevo. As mentioned a few times on this channel already, Aevo is the first derivatives layer 2, focused on options, perpetual trading, backed by Paradigm, Dragonfly, Coinbase, being built on ETH. They have their own token, sitting at a market cap of around $300 million. And they're the decentralized exchange with centralized exchange-like performance, which means if you want to sign up for it and start trading, all you need is to connect with your MetaMask, and that's it. There's no KYC, so no matter what country you're in, you can trade in here. You can do options trading, perpetual futures, all on a single margin account with a transaction speed of 5,000 per second. Even just for futures, there are tons of different tokens available. Let's say I want to go into memes, there's Sun available, there's Brett, Doge is up there too, or the other options they have are pre-launch tokens. And they have an interesting airdrop mechanic behind it where you can trade these pre-launch tokens over here. Let's say you take Swell for example, you can buy and sell them at limit orders with a minimum order size of $10, and then later on get rewarded based on your trading volume with their token once it launches. For that they have the airdrop section over here, in which you can see if you qualified for previous airdrops over here. For example, you can stake Aevo and trade their pre-launch markets. So you could have qualified for the Psy airdrop, Order, Azure, or Zero, while Swell, Blue, Mocha, and Mac being still open. And depending on how many tokens you stake, you fall into different categories. So you could also just stake one single Aevo token worth 32 cents right now in order to access the staking rewards, or in order to access the airdrops you just talked about, you need to stake around $32 worth of Aevo. But if you believe in the project long term, you can obviously stake more, up to 100,000 plus, which then gives you an even bigger allocation due to the base boost and multiplier for their airdrops, as well as all the other features mentioned down there. In your top right corner, you will find your balance, which you can then also see in your portfolio overview, the different buttons to deposit or withdraw. Let's say you would like to deposit USDT, you select deposit, select the chain you want to send it from. I would suggest Arbitrum or Base just to save the gas fees. And they even show you that you can earn 8% APY on collateral, which in itself could also be something for you, because getting 8% on your own money for having it could be pretty solid. Now there are a couple different categories up there. They got a whole leaderboard when it comes to the received profit and loss of today, this week, this month, or all time, where you can see over $1 million for the top 5 people in here. And most importantly, let's say you just want to buy or sell Bitcoin. If you don't have access to an exchange or things are blocked in your country, like Binance in America, for example, I think, this doesn't require KYC. You simply connect with your MetaMask and you can have market orders, stop and loss, limits, cross as well as isolated margins with up to 20x leverage over here. And for that, the link is down below. And now let's keep on talking about games. Then if you like that art style, but you're more interested in something open world and multiplayer focused, while having a survival and crafting aspect behind it in the game, then you got Lumiterra. Right now they have like an early contributor NFT type of thing where you can give them money up front and then get some things in return. It is built on Ronin, and Ronin as a blockchain ecosystem game distributor, you could kind of say, is growing every single day. And the game seems pretty fun. Now, because it is open world, you can interact with other players, you can walk around the world and play it as you're used to. And if you played games like 15 to 20 years ago, this will probably give you a sort of nostalgia feeling again, as it is built in a very similar way. Then there is Soulbound over here. I covered this a couple times before. This used to be called World Wide Web, but they rebranded and call it Soulbound now. I used to play the beta last year. Think of this like a roguelike battler in which you can upgrade your main character, then go back into the arena. This one was called the Playa. It was like a sand desert area. You defeat different waves of enemies, upgrade your character with different skills, collect items, gold, resources in that field, and then once you either die and lose everything, you go back to the city, or once you decide to end it after a certain wave, and you can then finish quests, explore the world, craft different items, level up your character. And I think they have a marketplace already, so you can buy, trade, and sell things as well. They have different apartments as NFTs available too, and just last month they showed that there's a new 15% raid available, so there's more and more that is being built for it. Now, when I played this, I sucked really badly, but it was completely free to play and also fun. So this could be something for you. And then lastly, there is Pixels. If you looked into anything play to earn based, well, you've seen Pixels in the last 6 months or so, where you can make your home in a world of unlimited adventure, master skills, play with friends, and build new communities. Guilds available. There is the option to build your own house. You can go in the world. They got over 5 million players. You can interact. You have different coins, tokens. You can buy, sell, trade. The token has been live for a long time as well. Think of this also like an open world MMORPG, but in a pixel art style. Haven't played it myself, but from what I've seen, it looks pretty fun. And with that being said, if you like any of the games, links should be down below. Feel free to try them, play them, enjoy them. And I will probably get back into more play to earn focused things once the whole market does the thing where the numbers start going up and then there's more hype around it and there's more development being made. So far, I'm more like on the sidelines, kind of waiting for things to come out. So let's turn the frown of this market upside down, make it smile, and then we can play more games. And until then, take care.